Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video we are taking a look at the courtside report for the gameplay reveal that we had literally yesterday at the time recording this anyway. We had this yesterday and they did a live streaming and everything for it, and it seems as though they are doing live streams for every single one of their info drops, which is going to be completely interesting. So one thing I'm going to be doing differently than what I originally planned on doing was I am still going to live stream and I'm still going to upload my reactions and me talking about everything, here, but I'm not going to be uploading the VODs. But if you guys want to see my live reactions to everything that they talk about in those streams, you can go ahead and check out my Twitch at obviously twitch.tv/ItsMeSnoops. You guys can go over there and follow me on there because we are going to be live streaming the live reactions and restreaming every single one of their Road to 2K25 streams whenever they're doing info drops, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So with that being said, let's actually go ahead and take a look at everything here that we have for the gameplay section. Obviously talking about next gen, or I guess new gen. Technically it's not really next gen, it's the new gen. So yeah, so everything that is, coming into fruition. They also have the courtside report video as well. You guys can go ahead and check that out on the page as well if you guys haven't already. But the really cool thing about all this stuff is that they have this right here. It says NBA2K24 welcomed new innovations and enhancements to the 2K franchise, introducing the new generation of groundbreaking realism via Pro Play. For NBA 2K25, we expanded on Pro Play's animations, revamped the dribbling engine, and improved the gameplay on both offense and defense. And it says 2K25 is all about personalization, customization, and accessibility. And specifically in the animation expansion with Pro Play, it says that it is realized in an even greater way in NBA 2K25 using new Pro Play animations, which have been directly translated from real-world NBA footage. Gameplay has become even more authentic as we replace traditional motion captured animations with Pro Play animations. We've added 9,000. It's over 9,000 new Pro Play animations in NBA 2K25, including 1,500 dribbling animations, 1,100 signature shot animations covering most rostered players in the 23-24 NBA season, and over 1,300 new off-the-ball animations, including 150 new signature motion styles. And it says, the dribble engine is the most amazing upgrade we've had to our gameplay engine in 15 years. And then they go ahead and talk about it and then have some little animations here just to show off in this clip. So, dribbling looks about, normal here. Looks like normal, but obviously that's just because we haven't played the game and actually felt it. But it says NBA 2K25 features an all-new dribble engine built from the ground up. This is the biggest change to our gameplay engine in many years, and we're eager for you to test it yourself. In every previous version of NBA 2K, dribble movement was managed by manually programmed, pre-scripted animation transitions from a library of motion-captured movements. And that is something that I have harped on for a long time with the dribble animations and the game entirely. About the game is entirely reliant on animations, and when you have these specific animations scripted in, it just leaves it to where when those animations kind of fail or something happens in the game that just kind of prevents that specific animation to just really do what it's supposed to be doing, then you get these game breaking glitches and animations that happen in the game that a lot of people just tend to abuse, or is just game breaking because it's just random or something like that. So that's why it's like having it be like programmed, pre-scripted stuff instead of just dynamic animations based on what you are trying to do, and it gives you like a dynamic animation based on this person is close up on you. This person is closing in on the right side of you, so on and so forth, when dribbling. So it's like if you are wide open, you're going to get more fluid motions, but you're still going to be able to get those motions to get out of the way, especially if, somebody's trying to hip ride you and something like that. Because we all know that in the previous, Call of Duties, in the previous NBA 2Ks, I was just watching the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 teasers for zombies. So that's why I have Call of Duty on mine. But in the previous 2Ks, what we have is literally the like this new dribble engine that supposedly says, with the Power Pro Play, the dribble engine generates dynamic motion from real world NBA footage to create a new and more authentic feel. So it practically just, like, what that says to me, it's like you are able to sit there and actually still dribble and move around, even if somebody's like right up on you. Like, it's annoying when you are like trying to dribble, but you know, you have like a defender that's just right up against you, so it prevents you from doing animations that you want to do. Or like, you know, prevents you from passing or something like that, which now, you know, with everything and including like the passing that they probably talk about later on in this, it's pretty nice. But it says it goes beyond animations and turns movement with the ball into one holistic dynamic piece of motion, one-to-one with how players dribble in real life. Stops are tighter, launches are more explosive, and probing the court looks and feels smoother, more lifelike, and more consistent than ever before. We can't wait for you to experience this firsthand. And it says right here, NBA 2K25 provides more variety, accessibility, and freedom on offense for newcomers, seasoned players, and full-blown experts. And they go in to talk about offense, which has a lot of cool things that we will talk about. And it says, NBA 2K25 provides more variety, accessibility, and freedom on offense for newcomers, seasoned players, and full-blown experts alike, with all new improvements like the shot canceling feature. The fact that they have to say all new improvements like the shot canceling feature, like if they have to say this is an all new improvement, is just kind of embarrassing. Like, it's cool, yes, that it's finally in the game, and that's actually kind of hype because this is something that has been needed, because if you're in the middle of a jump shot, you can't just fucking cancel it. You're just locked in the animation, and it's a big fuck you to, you know, the person taking a shot if you just didn't want to take the shot entirely. Like, especially if you are trying to go for like a pump fake or whatever, but the game, you know, still activates like the jump shot animation, so you can't just cancel out of it, even though it's supposed to be a pump fake or something like that. So it's like saying that this is a new feature is quite embarrassing. Like, as somebody that has been playing for almost a decade, this is kind of embarrassing that this is a new feature. And there's other features that were also taken out of the game that still haven't been brought back, like simple ass features. Now we're back in like 2K16, 2K15, 2K17 even, like in that era that, you know, those features were taken out. Like simple little features have been taken out and then still haven't been brought back, when it's like it should be able to be brought back because they're just simple like fucking things that were made specifically for, you know, new gen consoles at that point, which was like obviously the Xbox One and PlayStation 4s, but you can't even do it on the new gen consoles, like the new gen consoles. So it's like, what's the fucking point? But it says signature go-to shots, which is pretty cool. Shot timing profiles, also very, very interesting. In the pro stick rhythm shooting and more. And the pro stick rhythm shooting is pretty interesting because we always know that they're trying to come up with something new with the pro stick. They're always trying to come up with a new way to shoot with the pro stick. We had the shot aiming, which, you know, fucking sucked. And then we had like, you know, the shot aiming before as well, which, you know, before when they originally brought it back, and, you know, said that it was new. It was just originally brought back from a previous 2K. So, and it was still shit. So it don't really matter that much. And we still had Zens and everything then anyway. So it don't really matter. But they're always trying to come up with a new way to shoot with the pro stick, which is kind of interesting here. When this one is definitely pretty interesting. It's a little bit different from, you know, the others. So obviously I'll tell you my thought process on that when we actually get to it. But it says signature go-to shots. With NBA 2K24, we introduced dribble breakdowns to initiate a sequence of signature size-up moves that you can use to create separation and break down a defender. In NBA 2K25, we took this concept a bit further. Holding up on the pro stick will trigger signature go-to shots, which feature some of the most exciting dribble into shot combos directly translated from the NBA footage. Another feature driven by pro play technology. So they give a couple of examples here. That sidestep Jason Tatum shot here. You know, that little behind the back, the little step back from Tyrese Halliburton. Watch that back again. The side step 3 between the legs, behind the back, bang with the layup, and then that little side step back Tyrese Halliburton 3. It's great that they are showing Tyrese Halliburton, man. The Pacers are getting love, man. Pacers are getting love. If you guys didn't know, Pacers are my team. So I'm just very excited that Tyrese Halliburton is getting the love and attention, man. Really awesome. But then they say, shot canceling feature. We're also implementing a new shot canceling feature that lets you break out of any advanced shot at any time to transition into other moves, like a more robust hezi or shot fake, coupled with signature go-to shots, the Pro Play dribble movement engine, and expanded Pro Play animations. This free-flowing experience allows you to start a step-back jumper, cancel out the shot, and move into a different dribble move, or take a driving lane to the basket. These improvements give offensive players more tools to be creative. Then they show the shot timing profiles as well, and we kind of know what this is all about. So, obviously they talk about it here, but obviously if we just take a look at the picture here, you guys will see shot timing profile difficulty based, and then there's also real player percentage, low risk reward, normal risk reward, and a high risk reward. To put it simple, low risk reward is kind of like your semi-pro to pro difficulty. Normal is like your all-star and superstar difficulty, and then high risk reward is obviously your Hall of Fame / green or miss that it was last year. So if you guys want the green or miss, then you have the high risk, high reward, where you're more than likely going to get, like a bigger green window, obviously for it. But obviously you still have to green the shot. Like, I do believe you get a bigger green window from doing that. Plus, obviously, if you have like the meter off and all that stuff, because it says shot meter input type and it says all. So obviously, if you just change it to where it's like you don't have like the shot meter at all, then I think you'll probably have the cool thing there. But it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting to see. But also you have layup timing profile, real player percentage. That's also a thing here, is real player percentage. Free throw timing, user timing, same thing as like that was before. But then you still have the shot timing visual cue as well, which in this one, I do believe they also changed this as well, where you can also, set like a specific, like a custom one as well. So I think like you can have like the normal ones as it was before, or like a custom one maybe as well. So you have like the normal ones if you guys don't want to make a custom one, or if you don't need a custom one and you just like jump or push or set point or whatever, then you can have like one of those or a custom one, if I'm not mistaken. But it says here, we received feedback from opposite ends of the spectrum on shooting this past year. Some players loved the added challenge, while others found shooting to be too difficult, especially for newcomers, obviously, because it was green or miss. And it says in NBA2K25, we added a new setting called shot timing profiles that allows you to customize the risk versus reward of your shot timing. Choosing low risk reward will provide more forgiving shot timing that emphasizes ratings, openness, and taking smart shots over the release of the button or stick. So obviously, so like the low risk reward, like obviously difficulty based has something to do with it as well, because obviously the difficulty based is just obviously depending on difficulty. And then even Mike Wang in the NBA 2K Discord has even mentioned in the questions and answer section of the Discord, he's also talked about it. And he says, what is the default shot timing profile? And he says, shot timing profile defaults to difficulty based, which automatically maps a rookie through pro to low, all-star and superstar to normal, and Hall of Fame to high. So that's pretty much what it is. So like it just says it maps your shot profile to whatever difficulty you are playing on, pretty much. And that's exactly what I was saying. So, but it says right here, obviously, like in low risk reward, it literally says that it's like you don't have to worry about the timing so much as like you do with how open you are, what your rating is, and if you're taking a smart shot. So it's like a mistimed shot could still go in, but the green window will be smaller, making it more difficult to consistently have excellent time releases. So that's exactly what I was talking about. And it says choosing high risk reward will offer more challenging shot timing with green or miss outcomes. If you're consistently good at timing your shot, you're sure to reap big rewards by choosing the option. And it says custom visual cue, as I mentioned before, where it says they added the shot timing last year in 2K24 with the visual cue setting. to select your ideal jump shot release point from jump, set point, push, or release animation cues. In 2K25's My Player Jump Shot Creator, you are no longer limited to these in your options. After selecting a base, release, and release speed for your custom jump shot, you can now set your visual cue to any point in the shot, giving you full customization over when to release the shot button or stick, which is very, very awesome because there are like a lot, like in my opinion, there are like a lot of shots in the game that could be really, really good. And for the most part, there are like a lot of shots that just aren't used in general, just because like the cues are way better on some shots and they're faster and all that stuff regardless. So if you're just able to set like a custom point in a shot, it doesn't matter what shot you're using now, because as long as you have a shot that you think, you know, works and you're able to set like the visual cue, it doesn't matter what kind of shots you have. Obviously, some people will still go for like the faster shots, but just in general, it just means that everybody will be using like everybody might still be using like the same bases, but now it's like no matter what shot that you have, if you're just able to set your own visual cue, then it just makes it easier for everybody. So then, you know, everybody is able to have fun no matter what jump shot that they have. And I like how it is specifically for the jump shot creator specifically. So obviously, if you have a custom jump shot on and you have a custom visual cue, it's going to be so nice for playing Mycareer. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit harder to do that in, you know, my team and all that stuff because there's just so many different players, so many different jump shots, so on and so forth. So obviously it makes sense that you won't have this in any other mode besides My Player with custom jump shots. And it says Pro Stick Rhythm Shooting is one of my favorite features of the game because it's a new way to play. And it says, while all shooting control methods from NBA 2K24 are returning, NBA 2K25 introduces a brand new way to shoot called Pro Stick Rhythm Shooting. Instead of simply pressing and releasing the shot button or the stick, you first pull the shot stick down to start the shot. Then as you see your player's jump shot animation reach its set point, you push the shot stick up and try to match the timing speed of the player's push motion. The intuitive down-up motion on the shot stick rewards you for accurately mimicking each player's signature shooting motion, which is pretty damn cool. It's a new way to play, but it also shows you in the Learn 2K film room section where you can see the new go-to shot in the rhythm shooting here. And it, you know, shows you exactly how to do it and gives you an example here like they usually do. And Learn 2K is practically like the new 2KU. If you guys remember 2KU from back in the day, 2KU is practically, you know, 2K University. You know, that's what it's short for. But it's also where you would go to like, you know, practice and freestyle and all that stuff. And, you know, practice jump shots, practice, you know, certain things or whatever. But Learn 2K is practically like the new 2KU. It's been completely revamped. It's got a lot of stuff. It's got drills. It's got scrimmages. It's got the freestyle still. But it's got a lot more stuff added on, which is pretty cool. And I definitely believe they talk about it later in this as well. And it says a player who masters rhythm shooting will raise their ceiling and outplay someone who uses traditional shooting, creating more possibilities to demonstrate your skills. Your shot or your selected shot timing profile also applies to rhythm shooting, allowing you to choose a low or high risk reward experience as detailed further up. We encourage you to give it a try. When we first introduced rhythm shooting to the rest of the team here at Visual Concepts, many thought it was a bit too challenging. However, those of us who kept practicing grew to love it and now can't go back to traditional shooting. We've also seen our shooting percentages rise significantly as we improved with the mechanic. With shot timing, profiles, custom visual cues, signature go-to shots, and the new Pro Stick Rhythm Shooting, NBA 2K25 gives you ultimate customization over how you shoot the ball, which is nice. Customization, accessibility, everything, personalization, everything. That is what we wanted from this game. And what they're saying here sounds good, but we're going to have to see how it comes into play next week whenever we get information on My Player and Mycareer, specifically My Player, so we can get an idea of badges and, you know, the builder and all that stuff. But then they talk about defense, where obviously they talk about the new defensive movement system, where I'm just going to, you know, like in this section, I'm just going to talk a little bit less and, you know, not really read this. But obviously you can now slide more quicker laterally into position, and you can cut players off, and it's going to be really, really good. And you're able to change, like you're able to just change up the way that you play in this game compared to previous years, because of the way that you are dynamically just able to just stick to somebody if you are doing something right. If you're moving, like if you're a good defender and you're just cutting them off in the right direction at the right time, there should be no reason for you getting blown by. So you don't have to stay back. You can stay put right on top of them, especially if you are a good defender, and you should be able to lock them down if you have the good defensive IQ. So it's really, really good if you can just successfully read the ball handler, cut them off properly, and all that stuff. And then they talk about the new contest system that they, made changes to. And hopefully what they're saying here is true, because obviously they always talk about the contest system. Every year they talk about the contest system. Every year they talk about dribbling. Like they talk about new things like this like every year. So there's only so much that we can say being like, oh yeah, this is going to be true or anything. But just in general, the AI gameplay is next. Is pretty interesting. They have like better spacing, 20 adjustment locations from inside the 3-point line that feeds AI a constant stream of spacing information, yielding lifelike results. It's pretty cool that they have they're really trying to beef up this AI, making them smarter on both ends of the floor for you and your your teammates and your opponents, stuff like that, and just making it just overall just be better. And it says AI difficulty is now based on more than just shooting percentages. Lower difficulties will experience a less aggressive offense and defense and make fewer strategy changes or adjustments. And I love that. And I really, really love that. I love it. We scaled on-ball defensive delays per difficulty, so attacking the basket on lower-level AI is easier, including increased body-ups win resolutions for easier blow-bys. Love it. And then they talk about Learn 2K, which you can see beginner tutorial, advanced tutorial, the film room, which, the film room shows you like how to do everything and, gives you the tips like we talked about up there. Mini games, freestyle, practice plays, scrimmage, really, really cool. Especially like the mini game section is kind of like, specific drills that you can do. It's really, really awesome. But there's a lot of stuff. And also keep in mind, this is for PC as well this year. So PC is getting the new gen version, but will not have the crossplay. So just keep that in mind. But there's like a lot of cool things here. Just from everything that they talked about and everything that I've read here, I'm completely excited to see if a lot of this actually comes to fruition when the game actually does release. We got next week when we get my player info as well as Mycareer. So it's definitely going to be something interesting to take a look at when that time comes. But anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of everything that we have seen from the stream. If you guys watched the stream, or, if you guys only just watched the video and read this, let me know what you guys think so far of the gameplay info that we have in the comment section below. And let me know what you guys are hoping for in 2K25 news, whether it's, the My Player info, the builder, my team. Give me some ideas of what you guys hope to hear about in, the upcoming info drops. So anyway, that's going to be it for me. Hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.